You said I remember everything wrong, like my tears were proof that I was weak. Every fight became my fault somehow, even when you were the one who screamed. You go cold for days without a reason and blame me for asking what changed. I learned how to read your silence, like surviving you became my trade. I started writing notes in my phone dates, times every word you said. 'Cause every time I tried explaining, you twisted everything instead. You laugh and say I was dramatic, too sensitive, too hard to love. And after hearing it enough times, I started believing all of it was true. You bent the truth until it looked like love, and I bet myself just to stay enough. I lost my voice trying to keep the peace while you kept really reality. You called me crazy until I believed it, made me question every feeling inside. Now I flinch when somebody says trust me, and apologize before I cry. You turn my voice into something quiet, like silence was the price to survive. Now I'm healing from the words you planted, trying to find the girl you buried alive. And maybe one day I'll stop fearing you every time I look into the mirror at night. But right now I'm still unlearning the way you make pain feel like love. Now I could I remember crying in the bathroom, trying hard not to let you hear. You said my sadness was exhausting, like my brokenness was inconvenient. So I learned how to smile while hurting, how to say I'm fine on command, how to shrink myself smaller and smaller just to fit inside your hands. You'd hold me close after destruction, kiss my forehead while I shook, and somehow that made it confusing, like maybe monsters could still love. I told my friends I was overthinking, defended you when they saw the signs. 'Cause loving you felt like drowning, but leaving felt worse at the time. But you made chaos feel familiar, like peace was something I should fear. And now quiet nights feel lonely, even though you're no longer here. But you call me crazy until I believed it, like my body was dangerous and wild. Now I over-explain every emotion, like I'm still begging for a trial. You made me scared of my own memories, second guess every tear I cried. Now I'm healing from the war you started, inside my head and deep inside my mind. And maybe healing isn't pretty, maybe it's shaking while you sleep, maybe it's learning you were toxic without blaming yourself for everything. Some nights I still hear your voice telling me nobody else would stay. And I hate that part of me still panics when somebody loves me the right way. I hate how damage lingers longer than the person who caused the pain. You disappeared like nothing happened while I'm still cleaning was just love drowned. Maybe my heart wasn't asking for too much. Maybe it just knew something was wrong. And maybe being cold crazy was just your way to avoid the blame. Because breaking someone slowly is easier than admitting shame. Oh, but you call me crazy until I believed it. But I don't believe you anymore. I'm finally trusting my reflection instead of fighting the mirror wall. I can speak without shaking now. I can cry without feeling weak. And every day your voice gets quieter while mine finally learns to speak. You turn my world into confusion, but I survived the darkest parts. And now I'm building something gentler with the pieces of my heart. So if healing looks messy sometimes, if moving on still comes in waves, at least I'm no longer losing myself trying to make somebody stay.